so sorry. Okay, so I really don't have an excuse. I was in traffic. I hate being late. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate it. But the point that I'm trying to make, as we're here in my office where I meet countless amounts of people, we set appointment times. Why am I talking about my appointment schedule when it comes to prayer? Like, why are we having this discussion? One of the reasons why you don't pray, one of the reasons why we struggle with prayer, is because we don't view prayer sometimes realistically, meaning we don't make time for it, and since we don't make time for it, we don't have time for it, if that makes sense. It's really important that you begin to treat your meeting with God like you would a meeting with somebody that you're actually meeting with. And some people are like, well, that sounds really weird. Well, it's not really weird because you respect people that you meet with, and if you're late, you apologize. So why would you treat God differently? Why would you say you're going to start meeting with Him at a certain time, but then blow it off and don't even have a thought about it? I mean, He is the God of the universe. He is the creator of heaven and earth. It's not like He forgot to meet with you. It's not like He forgot that you had that appointment. One of the most sad verses in the entire New Testament, in my opinion, comes from the Gospel of Mark, and it's in Mark chapter 14. It's when Jesus is praying in the Garden of Gethsemane, and He has the disciples there. And what He asks them as He's praying is He tells them to keep watch, and He tells them to pray and stay alert during the time. Well, the disciples, maybe they had a little too much to eat, maybe the conversation started dragging, they become very sleepy. In Mark chapter 14, verse 37, it says, Jesus came and found them sleeping. And He said to Peter, Simon, are you asleep? Couldn't you even watch for an hour? Jesus looks at him with bewilderment and says, really? I'm about to die for the sins of the world and you can't, not doze off for an hour? So my challenge to you for this 10 minutes is that every single day you set a time to pray. We already talked about setting a place, but I want you to set a time in which you say, this is my meeting time with God, and don't break it. So be realistic. If you're a morning person, set it for the first thing when you wake up, because that's usually when you're at your best. If you're a night owl, don't say tomorrow morning you're going to wake up at 5 and have a vibrant prayer time. Instead, what I want you to do is I want you to make a realistic time, and I want you to pray and ask God that you could keep your appointment. If you set a regular time for prayer, if you set a regular prayer time, it'll drastically improve the amount of time that you end up praying. Start this off small and work your way up gradually to something that you feel is a substantial prayer time. If you start every single day for 7 days for 10 minutes and just start doing that, what will happen is you'll want to pray more. Then the next week you might want to do 20 minutes. Then the following week maybe you'll be like, okay, well I want to do 30 or 40 minutes. And then pretty soon your prayer time is going to be your favorite time of the day. You're not going to want to stop. Please start this. Don't wait. And think about what Jesus said to Peter. Couldn't you just wait for 1 hour? Couldn't you just meet with me? Couldn't you just do this?